This is a villager trading hall, and this is my trading hall, housing all of the trades I could ever want and built using over 36,000 blocks. But there's a problem. We need almost 10,000 warped logs, but our current tree farm doesn't recycle warped fungus, so we're gonna need a fungus generator. Alright, now we just gotta fill in this perimeter. Alright, then we just got to fill in this entire space with this warped nylium stuff, and then there's a little bit of redstone, a little bit of waterworks, and then the farm should be done. So with the last button there, that should mark the completion of the farm. So now all we need to do is stock it up with some bone meal and give it a test. Okay, that's generating a lot. Alright, so my game's starting to lag quite a bit, so let's stop it and see how much we got. Alright, I think we can just start with this for now, and if we need more, we can always come back to it. It's time to put this bad boy to use. After running the farm for a few hours, we've gathered enough wood for the build, but I have another problem. We need a way to transport all these items, and I'm very limited on shulker box space at the moment, so I have two options here. I can either spend hours building a shulker farm, or I can reincarnate Sandiction and do it manually. Smooth landing as always. Alright, it's time to hit a bunch of purple boxes for half an hour. Kind of got carried away just a tiny bit. I don't think we'll need this many, but I mean, you know, it's always good to have a few extra. Nevertheless, I think I'm ready to head back now. Let's get these logs moving. May as well dye them blue for aesthetics. Alright, these are the last few pieces. Every single chest is empty, so let's grab these. Alright, we have every shulker box full of logs. After loading up the shulker boxes, the next step of the plan was to strip every single log we just collected. And the step after that was to gather 6,463 verdant froglights. So I decided to kill two birds with one stone and build a wood stripping machine at the froglight farm so I can AFK both at the same time. Oh my god, I'm so skillful, obviously. Alright, we pulling up to the froglight farm, and the plan here is to open up this area and build a log machine inside the chamber so I can AFK the froglights and strip at the same time. Whoa, pause. You know what I mean. Strip the logs, the wood logs at the same time. You are my worst enemy. Okay, that's the contraption complete. Pretty simple. Now I just want to enclose the area so that I'm not attacked constantly, and so that's a little bit safer. I also realized that I stationed it a little bit too far away, so I tore it down and rebuilt it a couple blocks closer. Alright, that's better. I think we fixed the problem. They're actually falling into the hole now, so I can begin stripping these logs once again. Alright guys, it's been a couple of hours and we've managed to gather around 6 shulker boxes of logs, which means all we need to do is turn them into the high feed block and AFK for a few more froglights. Alright ladies and gentlemen, we've AFK'd for a good few hours here, and we've managed to gather around 4 shulker boxes of lights, which means if we check the schematics list, we have more than enough. So now comes the slightly difficult part. When I say the slightly difficult part, I'm talking about building the Guardian farm. This is difficult for a few reasons. The first being that it's kind of tedious, and building around Guardians that are constantly dealing tons of damage and giving mining fatigue doesn't make things easier to say the least. And not only that, but also the fact that we need over 15,000 various prismarine blocks, equivalent to 110,000 prismarine shards. And let me just say, this didn't exactly go to plan. Okay, so we've arrived. I'm gonna build a little island of safety that I can come back to if things go downhill. I think this is just far enough away and just close enough. Okie dokie, all of our stuff is laid out here. I'm gonna grab an invis pot and some milk and then just get into it. Okay, let's drink this and then dive right in. No pun intended. Okay, I don't think they see me. I think we're chilling. Okay, so that's essentially going to be the lily pad that we extend off from and basically build the entire farm on. Oh, right, this is our first spawning platform. So now we just have to build the portal frame so the Guardians can actually go through the portal to the killing chamber. Oh my god, dude. Why does that scare me so much every time? Okay, we've made our way up to the killing chamber platform. After extending out the platform to incorporate the storage and building the actual chamber itself, the only things left to do are to build the entity crammer on the nether side and then activate the farm. Beautiful. All right, we're going into the nether. All right, this is the spot. All right, that's the hopper clock done, and well, I guess the nether side in general, so we can head back and light the portals up. After finalizing the details of the killing chamber, the last step was to fill the ocean floor with soul sand so that the Guardians flow up to the platform. And you know how last episode I almost died and lost the entire world? Well, I'm gonna say that what happens next was an even closer call than that. Alright, final step before we can use the farm. So let's start in this corner here, and then I just gotta fill underneath all the scaffolding. Oh my gosh, really? Alright, let's drink the milk, pop the potion. No, dude. I just got back. Oh, this is already a pain. All right, let me chuck the helmet on so I can breathe. Then grab the milk, grab an invis potion, drink the milk, get rid of the soul sand. Okay, sweet. Pop the invis back. Easy. Oh, shoot. Oh, we're not invisible. All right. We're okay. We're invisible. Totally fine. We have a totem on. We're chilling. Oh, I'm drowning though. Oh my god. Wait, this is actually really bad. Like, this is genuinely not good. That Guardian is loaded as well. Like, that, he was looking at me for a while. It's like it's about to fire at me. Okay, I basically need to like snipe a totem from my inventory, and I can't miss this. My aim needs to be on point. My god, I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. Can't miss. Don't miss. Yes, okay, got it. Oh my god, that was just in time as well. I barely got that on. All right, get me out of here. Oh, that was way too close. This game's too stressful for me sometimes, man. Anyways, back to completing the farm. Okay, that soul sand was literally the only thing we needed to do, so the farm is technically complete. The question is it working? Oh yeah, looks like it's working. Okay, let's give it a test. The rates don't seem as high as I thought they would. All right, I take it back. Oh my god. Oh, look at that XP. All right, let's give the drops a check. Yeah, I mean, considering I hit them like 3 times, I think we'll get our materials in no time at all. After AFKing this farm for a good few hours, we managed to obtain all of the prismarine and prismarine bricks we need for the project, meaning there was only one more block we needed before starting the build. So the last block is dark prismarine, in which we need 5,561 ink sacks for. So I'm not going to waste any time, and I'm going to get straight to working on this farm. Alrighty, I'm going to build it at this monument here, just because I don't want to risk messing up the rates of the other farm. It's pretty close anyway, so I'm not too bothered. Of course, we need the materials. Here they are. Let's get to work. Guys, we're so close to starting this build. Be free, my friends. All right, we have quite some distance to travel. All right, hang in there, guys. We've got a long journey ahead of us. Okay, we've arrived at the build site. I'm just going to speed run the heck out of this. All right, that's literally the farm done. That was so easy. Oh my god, that's actually generating quite a lot. Now we wait. All right, 3 shulker boxes and 6 stacks. We're good. Probably going to be doing this for a while. All right, we've absolutely smashed it. We have the rest of the materials at home, so let's just transfer the items. Alright, let me explain the build. I've always thought that villagers who trade you literal books of magic, in my mind, wouldn't be from this planet, but rather from a planet where magic is essentially a fundamental component of life. So my idea for this trading hall is to build an entire planet surrounded by ethereal stars. This foreign planet got pulled too close to colliding with this world, and in the process got split in half by an unexplained beam of energy coming from the world core, and as a result, revealed the inside of the planet. Unlike this world, the inhabitants of the foreign planet live inside the sphere, as opposed to living on the surface like we do, and have spent millions of years perfecting their magical craft, resulting in absurdly good trades and unbounded knowledge. With the vision clear and the materials acquired, I am finally ready to make this come to life. The first star is officially in, and my goodness, it is huge. It's almost the same size as our settlement. Anyways, we have 12 more of these to build, so let's do it. After what felt like quite some time, all of the stars are in place, and to be honest, I am very happy with how this turned out. Kind of feels like I'm playing a whole different game, like it's not even Minecraft anymore. I hope it comes across on screen to you guys the same way it looks for me in game, because this is literally one of the coolest things I think I've ever built. But anyways, we're not done yet. We still have the main part of the trading hall to complete, so let's just get cracking on that straight away. First half of the dome done. Oh my god, that's insane. The final few blocks have been placed, and let's take a look. Wow. Oh my gosh, this turned out way better than I thought. That is just like, that doesn't even look real. Guys, if that doesn't deserve a sub, then I don't know what does. That's insane. I'm more than happy with how this turned out. Oh, far out. Moment of silence for this, please. Alright guys, with the exterior of the trading hall looking absolutely exquisite, it's time to begin building the interior design. Unfortunately, I've made things unnecessarily hard for myself once again and have decided to use 5,761 slime blocks for the inside, leaving me no option but to build one of the most insane oozing slime farms in the game. And would you look at that, we already have the materials for it. Totally didn't spend 30 minutes doing that. Anyways, we need to build this somewhere where snow golems can survive, so I'm thinking of just plopping it down on this snowy mountain here. Alright, boom, just like that, half an hour's worth of building in 10 seconds. Let's put it to use. Potion of oozing, and flick this lever, then they should turn into slime. Oh my days. Oh my... Dude, see that lag spike? I literally just got 4 stacks in 1 second. Okay, I thought that was gonna take longer, but that farm is way too OP, so we're already done. I then found some sand that was lying around, turned it into glass, and then dyed it green. And with that, we were ready to start the interior. Guys, I have some terrible news to share. As I was setting up the schematic for this, I think a skeleton was shooting at me or something, and actually ended up hitting the ghast. And yeah, not much more needs to be said, I think. I don't really want to talk about this too much longer, or I'll start getting upset. Alrighty, first half done. Do you guys see the vision? The plus side is it lights up the area, which is going to stop this from happening in the future. Anyways, let's smash through the second half. Okay, we wasted no time at all there and got through the second half pretty quickly. So I believe that's it, basically. It feels like I'm in a different world. Well, I guess that's kind of the point. Not to gas myself up or anything, but this is pretty crazy. Maybe I'm delusional and it's actually not that cool, but I don't know, man. I think you guys will agree. With the inside of the trading hall finally built, it was time to move on to the final phase of this journey. So I got myself a new happy ghast and headed over to the villager station. Who's excited to live inside a slime pod for the rest of their life? Bro, we got the whole gang pulling up. You know what? I bet they're loving this right now. All right, so I'm going to plop them down here and then put them all through this railway system. There's 1. And there's 2. Okay, so now I just have to repeat it for all of these guys here. Oh, sorry. Now that the librarians are in, I gotta tear all of this down and then I want to bring in a few stonemasons. Right, so basically I want to incrementally add villagers to this hall only when I become in need of their trades, but as a starting objective, I want to fill the top layer with trades of every single terracotta variant. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Why are you guys looking at me like that? Alright, so we've got magenta and light blue, red glazed and regular red, brown glazed and white glazed, black and yellow glazed, magenta glazed and white, light blue and lime. We got blue terracotta, light grey glazed and blue glazed. We got ourselves light grey here, light blue and green glazed, pink and black glazed, orange glazed, light grey terracotta, grey glazed and grey regular terracotta. We got purple glazed and orange, lime glazed and purple, yellow and green, pink and cyan glazed. We have brown here, and last but not least, finally we have cyan terracotta. And with that last block, we are finally done. Let's take one final look to appreciate our work. Oh my gosh, we've done it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.